question for everyone that lives in New York, specifically the guys that live in New York. Why the fuck do you not go up to girls? Like, why is your favorite activity to just stare at a girl like this? Like you're glitched, like you're loading?
I have decided that dating apps are not for me. So if a man wants to talk to me, he will have to approach me.
Men are scared of me. The amount of men that have told me they're intimidated by me is insane. I will go on a night out and not one person will come up to me.
I don't know when we're finally going to realize that more and more men are single because they want to be single.
I don't think men like women anymore. I don't think that men desire us women.
Do you think men are happier when they are single or in a relationship?
Men don't yearn or obsess with women anymore because you guys constantly bitch about us on the internet. Why the fuck would men grovel at your feet and beg attention from you when you constantly bitch, moan, complain about us every chance you get?
Welcome back, guys. In today's video, women are in a complete panic as men are finally checking out of modern dating for good in 2026. For years, guys were told their presence was unwanted, their approaches were harassment, and their effort wasn't enough. Well, men listened, packed up, and walked away. Now women are shocked that nobody is playing the game anymore. So, let's jump right into the video.
Women are confused why men don't approach them anymore, but they're the ones who train men to stop. I keep seeing these videos of women crying about how men don't pursue them or chase them like they used to. And honestly, we need to look at what we did to create this, because who would have thought that our actions have consequences? First of all, we set impossible standards. You want a man who's 6'2", making 6 figures, looks like a model, but what are you bringing to match that energy? Second of all, we made viral content out of humiliating men for trying. Every time a guy shoots his shot, there's a TikTok making fun of him. We literally train them that approaching us equals public embarrassment. And here's the biggest one. Too many women nowadays are operating in masculine energy. Thank you, feminism. That we've become completely unapproachable. You're closed off, you're not receptive, and you're giving off don't even try vibes, then wondering why nobody tries. We taught men that approaching women is harassment, then act confused when they stopped approaching us. You can't train someone to leave you alone and then be mad when they actually do.
Well, she's actually telling the truth for once. Modern women punished men for approaching, and now they're crying because the men actually listened.
I have a question for everyone that lives in New York, specifically the guys that live in New York. Why the fuck do you not go up to girls? Like, why is your favorite activity to just stare at a girl like this? Like you're glitched, like you're loading? I spent the first 2 years of college abroad. And coming to the US, to New York specifically, was such a culture shock. I cannot go from guys literally coming up to me to ask me to marry them to this. So let me know which dating app I should get on, because apparently you can't meet people in real life in New York. Hinge is way too basic and all of my friends complain about it. They said good things about Hoppy, but I'm still waiting for an access code. So
Men aren't glitching in New York. They're just calculating the risk of ending up on your TikTok. It turns out most guys would rather stare at a wall than risk an unnecessary scene.
Men are scared of me. The amount of men that have told me they're intimidated by me is insane. I will go on a night out and not one person will come up to me. I've even had guys go for my friend and turn to me and be like, I just know not to play with you. And I've asked them why. They're like, oh, your confidence, your aura, your posture, the way that you walk into a room. I just know that you really don't play about yourself. A lot of men have told me that they're scared of being rejected by me. If you're not getting approached at the bar, stop thinking that like you're not looking tea, you're not doing the right thing. Men are not approaching you because they know you are out of their league.
There is a problem with real life dating events. Men are not showing up. Dating apps are on the decline, but a growing number of Gen Z and millennial singles are turning to and creating in real life dating events. Tickets almost always sell, but there's one key problem. Men are too scared to turn up.
I swear, nobody yearns anymore.
Does that really come as a surprise?
Why? Why is that?
I think the better question would be, what exactly do some individuals offer that would actually make them worth yearning for?
Are you scared you're gonna lose your aura? Are you scared you're gonna lose your aura?
No, that's not it at all. Oh dear. In the case of many women, why men don't yearn for them anymore, it's because a lot of women have quite frankly, made themselves rather undesirable. It's not really that difficult to figure out.
I think we just need to have men go back to yearning for women, and then I think everything will be fixed.
Right. Everything will be fixed. Sure. Well, if a lot of women out there actually want to be yearned for again, then they're actually going to have to make themselves desirable again. Because quite frankly, there's a lot of women out there whose personalities specifically are not conducive to anyone finding them attractive.
Paying for an entry ticket just to be handed all the work and all the risk isn't a great sales pitch. Men aren't scared. They just know basic math.
I don't think men like women anymore. I don't think that men desire us women anymore. Us real women. I don't think that they value us like they used to. Men aren't really putting out effort. They're not putting out any type of effort like they used to. Taking a girl on a date becomes an issue. You know, spending money on a woman is an issue. You should have your own money as a woman. Going out to do something fun is an issue. Why don't you just come over to the house and we could do something in the house? I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm from New York. But I see women all over the globe complain about what's happening with men nowadays. Is it women that's not making themselves desirable anymore? Because there are beautiful women out here. Beautiful women, ambitious women, caring women, nurturing women who are outside looking for love, and men that just can't keep up with that. Like, they're not communicating with them. They're not willing to hang out and do fun things. What happens to the fun in life?
Men didn't stop wanting women. They just stopped signing up to be treated like an unpaid wallet.
I know last night I got dressed up, I put on makeup, I put on heels. I said, I'm finna see what man want to buy me a drink, right? You know what? I think I chose the wrong night. The tricking spirit was not in the building last night. I think the men got to be in a mood to buy drinks. You know, you just getting off work. They weren't in the mood for that. I think they said, you hoes on y'all own tonight. May need to go on like a Wednesday. Yeah, see, Friday nights, they probably got to get up early, go to their...
I don't think men quite understand what they're doing to women. This whole, like, being happy with being single and, you know, we don't need a man and all this other stuff in response to what's going on. I've been this way for years and I'm tired. I'm really tired, and I don't think that it's weak to crave human connection and to want to tear my walls down and to want to love. Like, that's like, human connection is literally, it's innate in us. It is natural to us, and I don't feel like I should fault myself for that anymore, and I don't.
Funny how the I don't need a man phase always ends in tears in front of a ring light.
I don't know when we're finally going to realize that more and more men are single because they want to be single. Because they've built up their lives. They like their day-to-day routine. They buy what they want and can afford. They spend time on whatever hobby they enjoy. But what they don't want is making the mistake of sacrificing those things for something less than what they already have. And I get it. We've heard that women are raising their standards. But ladies, men are too.
Peace and quiet at home is a tough thing to compete against, and if dealing with you is harder than living alone, men will choose solitude every single time.
People always tell me that I'm not approachable, and that's why men don't approach me in the wild. That's why I have to resort to dating apps. But I have decided that dating apps are not for me. So if a man wants to talk to me, he will have to approach me. And if you are intimidated by me, you're not man enough.
Telling men they aren't man enough just because they didn't want to deal with your resting attitude is pure delusion.
Hey TikTok, I'm just on here wondering if anybody's feeling the same way I'm feeling. I'm from Illinois and I feel like the gas prices and the electric bills and the prices of food is just so overwhelming anymore. Like, I'm wondering if anybody else is feeling like they're drowning and they can't get out. I work overtime and I cannot get above water. I mean, I literally have no gas for next week. It was either that or get a few groceries to get by. I hit my local food pantries. I'm just wondering if anybody else feels like they're drowning. But anyway, I hope everybody has a great day.
Women can no longer complain about men not approaching us anymore because women for years online have been saying, don't approach me at the gym. I'm just here to get a workout. Don't approach me at the bar. I'm just here to have a good time and dance with my girls. Don't approach me at the library. I'm just trying to get my work done. Don't approach me at the grocery store. I'm just trying to do my shopping. We have been saying online for years to not approach us places because we're not there for a man and we're just trying to do our own thing and don't want to be bothered with it. So men have stopped approaching women because of what women have been saying. You can't get mad at them because they actually listened. Like, what? I feel like something is not clicking here because then we have told men to stop approaching us. And now they have. But then you as a woman now don't want to approach men because that's not feminine.
Telling men to stay away everywhere from the gym to the grocery store tends to work. It's hard to play the victim when men simply followed your exact instructions.
Okay, men seem to think that women don't approach first, but we just don't approach verbally first. Okay? Stay with me. When women, approach you, we're not, actually going up to you. We're just gonna stare at you. That's all we're gonna do. We're just gonna... That's it. And if you look at her when she's doing that, and she doesn't immediately, look away, if she, holds it for just a second, you can go up to her. Unless she's looking at you like, why the fuck are you looking at me? But she will make that clear. It will be clear.
Staring at someone like a mannequin isn't an approach. It's just being completely useless at communication.
When you first meet a woman, do not compliment her. I know it seems like you're being nice and you're like, oh, I'm just complimenting her dress. I'm just saying hello, whatever. No, it doesn't work because when you compliment her, there's a weird hierarchy that comes with it where she now thinks she's better than you in some way. But if you are gonna go up and talk to a girl, talk about things that are in the same circumstance that you're in. So if you're at a gym and you're taking a class or whatever, you're like, damn, that class was difficult, huh? Blah, blah, blah. So talk about a place that you guys share and you guys are going through together. Then you have a common interest and something that you can both agree on or whatever. That works better.
Now even a simple compliment is considered a power struggle. No wonder most men would rather just stay home and play video games.
Why is there always a negative connotation on why men don't want to show up to these events? If men are the demographic that you really want to show up to these events, then why aren't you asking them in good faith what you could possibly do to make the event more favorable towards them? This should seem like the #1 rule of marketing, but when it comes to this, these videos are made and it's almost like people think they're going to be able to badger men into showing up without offering anything of value to them. And I genuinely do mean that because I'm a queer woman, okay? If I was a straight man, I would not go to these events. I wouldn't. I would not want to go to an event that I had to pay to get in while the gender that I'm trying to date gets in free. And then I go in and I'm basically paying to make all of the first moves, be the initiator of conversation. The burden of performance is more on me to be charismatic and confident and be impressive to my date, make them laugh. So you're telling me I gotta do all that and I have to pay to do all that?
Demanding effortless worship while bringing nothing of substance to the table is exactly why men stopped running marathons for you.
This is a question for the men. If you're not a man, keep scrolling. Okay, so men, why are we hating women? Why are we hating women? I feel like women are hating men and men are now hating women. They don't want to get married. They don't want to live with them. They, you know, they just want to be single forever. Like, what's going on here? Are all you men into men now? Like, what's going on? I'm so confused. I feel like we're creating a divide here, folks. Can we come back together? I love men. And I want men to start loving women again. Like, I don't know. What do we need to do? Let me know, and I can try to get the congregation together, and we could try to move forward so we can all start loving each other again.
Calling men gay because they decided to opt out of modern relationship games is the oldest trick in the book. Men don't hate you. They just stop tolerating the attitude.
Hello, today I'm going to be telling you how to approach a woman outside, at the bar, anywhere, bro. Because I was genuinely outside this weekend and I was watching. Nothing happened.
Going out for 2 hours and getting mad that no man interrupted his own piece to entertain you, that's modern entitlement in a nutshell.
You look at the stats on who's happiest. The happiest people are single women and married men. They're the two happiest groups of people always.
Single women
and married men
are the happiest.
Are the happiest groups of people. Like, not married women. Married women like end up doing all the jobs, and married women aren't happier than single women. Single women are happier than married women. And married men are really happy because they get everything done for them, basically.
You get enough lonely single men in their young ages of like 20 to 30, right, with no family, no kids, nothing to die for, to stand for. You're going to have public tragedies keep happening. Soon they'll start targeting higher ups in government because, once the greed sets in from those at the top and they take more and more and more and you're left with nothing, then you'll really see the, quote, revolt everybody talks about.
Here's my hot take on Dallas dating. Guys, ladies want to be approached, and they want to be approached out in the wild, okay? The ladies are showing up cute, right? We're showing up to the Katy Trail, to the restaurants, to the bars. We're all going to the same places. And Dallas is not a city of underachievers, right? People look good, but nobody is talking. And I don't know if it's because of you don't want to be a creep or fear of rejection, or dating apps have screwed us over so bad that we can't approach.
Can someone please explain to me why all the good guys or attractive guys that I see are either married or gay? I swear I'm gonna die alone.
As we approach June, I wanted to post just a gentle reminder that it is Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. Now, as you all know, I'm not a man. And I know that I can never understand quite the mental toll and things that you guys carry silently. But I do with 100% absolute certainty know this. You are needed. You are loved. And your life matters more than you probably realize. So please don't take your life for granted. Please do not ever believe the lie that the people around you would be better off without you.
So it's kind of a tradition in my family to get married and have kids young. My grandmas did. My parents had kids young. My siblings got married at 18. One of my siblings got married at 22 and had kids at 23. So it's kind of a tradition. I personally have stomped on that tradition because I am 25 and I've never even had a boyfriend. A lot of people do think that me never having had a boyfriend is a red flag, but have y'all seen the society that we live in nowadays? It's not that easy. And then on top of that, I'm a Christian woman who wants a man of God, and then I'm also saving myself for marriage. So that alone cuts out most of the male population. I also think that the man that God has for me won't think it's weird or a red flag that I've never had a boyfriend. I think that he will find beauty in that. But yeah, that's a little bit about that because everyone's always curious when they talk to me and my family why I'm the only one who hasn't gotten married young. So that's a little tiny pinch of.
Let's go out because I'm just hoping that one day, I meet my husband, meet cute randomly. I got to go out and do that, right? I have to actually put myself out there. I have to actually do my makeup and put on a cute outfit and do that, Crazy concept. But I have a fear that all of the good single 30-year-old men are doing the opposite. Hey, get out there. Please stop ordering takeout by your self and wait for me to be there with you.
Can't see one single positive
argument for staying single today. We're having a cigar the other day with this guy when we did the live podcast. He's 35 years old, makes millions, but he doesn't want to get married. He says, it's too risky getting married today. I said, it's too risky getting married today. I said, man, it's too risky staying single today. Like, what do you think life is all about? Pulling up to a restaurant in a Rolls Royce? For what? Who cares? Those people that say, what a nice car, don't give a shit about you. Everything about life is investing in things that outlive you. Man wants to live forever, but we're not going to. The only way you're going to get a glimpse of living forever is by what you build. You have kids, you raise them properly, they continue your last name, you write a book, you make music, you make movies, you make something that outlives you.
True. I just want to point out to you snaggletooth some bitches who decided that in the comments of one of my videos where I was praising my husband for being a good man, where you guys were like, you're obsessed with him. You should really figure out how to not be around him like that because it's good to be independent. You bitches don't even have a man. So if I want to be a husband's girl, because that's what I am, I'm all about my man, my man, my man. Do you understand? Then I'm going to do that. If I decide to get up on here and praise him because he decided to take care of me the way that God sees fit, then I will. And you sorry, miserable bitch can suck my cheeks from left to right and then in a fucking circle. And then after, matter of fact, you can kiss my ass 2 ways to Sunday and twice on a motherfucking Monday. All right? Because at the end of the day, I don't understand for the life of me what type of miserable bitch you have to be to decide to go to somebody's video where they are happily married to a person who loves them and then spew such hatred and vitriol. It makes 0% of all sense to me.
They're playing it so safe in dating these days, and it's ruining everything. Men are so afraid to just like make a joke, send a funny gif, be playful. I talk to my clients, and if these women could see the real you, guys, like you make jokes, you're vulnerable, you're authentic with me. And suddenly, as soon as like you put pen to paper, everything changes and the overthinking begins. And it's like, oh, your phone's in your hand and you're like, now what do I say? If you didn't have to play by any rules, how would you like to respond to her message? Or what would you like to say to ask her out? How can you bring more of your authenticity and this like playful vibe to your messages? Because not only is it going to stand out because you're being the real you, it's going to draw in the women that are genuinely into your vibe. We don't want to take risks because we're scared to like be rejected. But like if you think about it for a second, the risk that you want to take is you being you. That's not a risk. That's just the way to show up.
It's easy for a dating coach to tell men to take risks when she's not the one who's going to get publicly roasted on TikTok for trying.
Why men have given up on women. Let's face it, the red pill community was not built overnight. As both a woman and a psychotherapist, my journey has been humbling to say the least. The number one reason that men have given up on women and on love is solely because the gap between men and women is getting larger and larger. With women, there's the movement of, I don't need no man. And then with men, you have that movement of when women are a liability.
She's breaking down the obvious like it's rocket science. Men didn't leave women, push them out the door.
I'm genuinely so tired of being single. And I get it. Don't get me wrong. Being single is so fun. I've been single for how long? I get it. But I'm tired. Wrap it up. Get in bed. I'm sick of it. I don't want to do this anymore. How many L's do I have to take? How many more L's do I have to take is what I should say. Like 2 or 3. I can do that. 5, 6. I don't know. Should I give up? I don't know. Let me know.
How many more bad choices does she need to make before she realizes she's the common denominator?
So, of course, y'all both supposed to be loving each other and reciprocating the same energy. Right? However, in my experience, like he said, when you start out chasing a woman and constantly trying to have to prove yourself, every next level you get to, now you got to do this. Now climb up to that level, now you got to do this all the time. Versus a woman that's after you and that's on your purpose and that's trying to, help you with your vision. You don't have to do all the extra work.
Nobody talks about how isolating it feels to be in your 30s, to be seeing friends and family or people that you know on social media or your timeline or wherever, getting married, having kids, building families, building houses, upping their lives when it comes to their career. And if you are not doing that, if you feel like you're not in that boat right now, it could feel extremely lonely.
She traded a family for corporate ladder climbing, and now she's wondering why the house is dead quiet.
Everyone needs to hear this. But if a man has not explicitly asked you to be his girlfriend, like the words, "Will you be my girlfriend?" has not come out of his mouth, He has not asked you to be his girlfriend. I don't care what y'all do. I don't care how he acts towards you. I don't care if he brought you around his family, his friends, if you see each other every weekend, if you live with him. I don't care. I don't care, okay? Please hear me out. That is not your man. That is not your man. Because as soon as something hits the fan, you find out he's talking to another girl, you find out he lied to you, he is going to sit there and look you in your face and be like, but you're not my girlfriend. Which is honestly crazy. Like, it's nutty. It's nutty that men can do shit like that. But that's really the reality of it. A lot of times, us women, we're givers, right? We're lovers and we're givers. So we will treat a man.
Living with a man and giving him all the benefits of marriage with zero commitment sounds like poor planning on your end.
So my husband, our son, and I were just in the living room, and I was explaining to my husband our son's school schedule. Our son starts school tomorrow, and he starts middle school. And literally in the middle of me talking, my husband just walks away. And then my son looks at me and he whispers, "Mom, he hates you." And you know what? My son is 100% correct.
Even the kid figured out the marriage is over. That walk of shame was loud and clear.
Do you think men are happier when they are single or in a relationship? This question comes up because I got into a bit of an argument on Facebook this week because someone had posted a very long and detailed post alluding to just that fact, that men, when they are free to pursue their own goals, see who they want, hang out with friends, and do all the things that they want to do, are actually happier than when they're in a relationship. And I agreed, because the reality is that men typically give up their goals and hopes in lieu of whatever she wants them to do. Of course, this led to a lot of arguments and a lot of hate from the women at me, which I am very much used to, which is fine.
Would you rather be married and miserable or single and lonely?
Single and lonely, as long as I have my money. If you not my thought process, I cannot have you around me because you're gonna fuck up my life.
Can you be lonely and not miserable?
You can be lonely and have a blast. 9 times out of 10, when somebody tells you they're lonely, are they happy?
No.
Are they happy?
No.
I disagree. Are they happy?
I've been lonely
I
and happy.
disagree.
You can be lonely and happy. You cannot be miserable and happy. It doesn't make sense.
When I'm feeling lonely, it's easier for me to be feel loved if I go around people I love. When I'm miserable, I could be around y'all and I'm still miserable.
Does nobody talk about how hard abortions are on a woman? It's probably been a month. And I hate myself every day. It sucks because in the moment I felt like I was doing the right thing. But every time I'm going to bed or I'm just alone, I just think about, like, what if? Because I'm not a child, like, I'm an adult. So this just, like, hit me on a different level. I had all the means in the world to do it on my own. But I thought, like, I did it so that it would benefit not just me, but also everyone else. I'm just so broken.
Quick decisions make for lifetime regrets. No amount of crying on camera is going to turn back that clock.
Would you rather be married and miserable or single and lonely?
Single and lonely, as long as I have my money. If you not my thought process, I cannot have you around me because you're gonna fuck up my life.
Can you be lonely and not miserable?
You can be lonely and have a blast. 9 times out of 10, when somebody tells you they're lonely, are they happy?
No.
Are they happy?
No.
I disagree. Are they happy?
I've been lonely
I
and happy.
disagree.
You can be lonely and happy. You cannot be miserable and happy. It doesn't make sense.
When I'm feeling lonely, it's easier for me to feel loved if I go around people I love. When I'm miserable, I could be around y'all and I'm still miserable.
Loneliness can be fixed with a quick phone call to a friend, but being stuck in a bad marriage follows you home every single day.
I guess I'm just putting this out there. I'm a widow. No. If you're a good man.
Notice how the older woman just speaks plainly and honestly without playing games or setting up hidden traps. That's what's missing today. At the end of the day, men didn't leave the dating scene out of spite. They left because peace of mind will always beat unnecessary drama. When you treat common decency like an imposition and accountability like an insult, you shouldn't be surprised when men choose their own solitude. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and drop your thoughts down in the comments below. Stay sharp, and I'll catch you in the next one.